Alright, today I'm going to show you how to do oil guide on a John Deere Z-Track with the 23 horse Kawasaki. It's going to be the same as most other engines. I just didn't see this exact combo on YouTube, so I thought I'd shoot one. To keep the valve up while I take the spring off, all I'm using is a compression tester. I just took the valve seat out of this end so the air would go into the cylinder head. Then you just screw that in and then hook that up to your air compressor. Alright, now that you got that done, loosen the little set screw inside of here, then you can take your nut off. Take off your nut and then your rocker arm. And you have to remove the two collars that are right under here. And I saw online, put a magnet on the side of a socket. Push down, and when those get loose, they'll stick to the magnet. It actually does work. I hit it with a hammer. These valve springs are pretty light, so you can just probably do it with your hand. See, I got one off. Alright, so it worked a lot better with a hammer or two hands. So with those gone, your retainer and your valve spring are going to just come right off. Then you got the old valve guide or O-ring down here, and there's no rubber left, just the metal. And it's not even tight on there. Just go ahead, clean that up, make sure there's no leftover seal in there before you put the new one on. Alright, so I got it cleaned up. As you can see, there's some gasket in there we'll have to clean up before I put the cover on. But here's the old one versus the new one. The entire rubber's gone. The spring was up in the cover in the head here. So you start this down the valve. And I found a 12 millimeter fits it fairly well to drive that down all the way. Just take your socket, you just set it over there. That actually pushed down most of the way. And just give it a couple light taps with the hammer here to seat it. Alright, now it's down all the way. You can tell the difference in the sound when you're just tapping it on there when it's seated. Now you just go with the opposite here. I've seen some people on the bigger valve springs put zip ties on them, squeeze them together so you can get the collars in easier. These are very light on this mower engine, so you can actually push them down far enough to just insert the collars in there. See if you can see real quick here. If you look closely, they're actually tapered. So you want the narrow part down towards the valve and then the fatter part up on the retainer. So you just push the valve spring down and then just shove one of these in each side. So like that. It's not too hard with two hands. You just push down and then slide them in from each side there. Make sure not to lose them or pop them out. And then make sure your push rod is down in there. You got the tappet down there that push rod has to sit on when you put the rocker arm back up. Just like that. And then you will just put the rocker arm back on and then tighten the nut down and adjust your valve clearance. So you got your arm. The little dimple there is going to go on that push rod, and then your flat end is going to ride right on that valve. Set that on, and then tighten your nut back down. And then that's it. Then we'll just adjust the valve clearance. I can do something quick in another video here too. Thanks.